Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa salam tasliman kathira. This is the tutorial for the 1A, and I'm going to also piggyback on this, the 1B and the 1C classes as it relates to using the homework sheets. We've already done one for the introductory class. Because the 1A, 1B, and 1C classes are a bit different, even though you've already done your first homework assignment, we just want to kind of help those who might be struggling with how to navigate through the homework sheet to help them to be able to navigate through it. And we'll also include in this how to use the dictionary, the electronic dictionary that we've provided, as there has been some difficulty for some students in being able to use it. So when you receive our email, the first thing you should do is probably download it if you can. So we're going to go ahead and download it. We're using Firefox. Usually if you use Google Chrome, then the downloads will come here at the bottom. But here, they come here on the side, so we're going to go ahead and just open it. Okay, so here we have our homework sheet. And so, again, the homework sheet is comprised of instructions and also different links. Now, in general, you should be able to use the links. There have been some students who have found difficulty using these links with smartphones and with sometimes certain programs. I myself have found difficulty using it with the Adobe program, even though PDF was developed by Adobe. But for some reason, when it opens up in a web browser like here, like Internet Explorer, I get a little bit more functionality out of it. But again, if it's not working for you, then all you have to do is bring your mouse up. If you're using a mouse, smart device, you'd have to put your finger and hold it on top of the link until you can copy and paste it. Or you should also get the option of being able to open whatever you've selected into a new URL. If what I'm saying sounds like Chinese for some of the less computer savvy students, don't worry about it, because we'll talk about exactly what to do. And you're probably using a computer anyway. So what you want to do is you want to take the mouse. We see you have that hand signal. That's if we can use the link directly. But if you can't use the link directly, you want to move the mouse to the right until you kind of get that symbol there that kind of looks like a capital I. When you get that, then left click on the mouse and hold it down, and then you should be able to highlight the link. Okay? Once you've highlighted it completely, then on your keyboard you want to press the control button, CTRL, hold it down, and then press C at the same time. Okay, and that's going to give you copy. So now you've copied this link. Then you're going to open up a new web browser page, and now we're going to hit paste. I don't know who that is there at the bottom, but that's just what's on Internet Explorer, not intended to be there. So we hit Control V, hold down Control in that web address button, hit the V button while you have your finger down on Control, and then what you've copied should come up there in the top in the address bar. So then once we get it up there, we'll press Enter. And then once we get Enter, then that will take us to where we want to go. Okay, so this is taking us to Quizlet because that was the first link that we tapped on. All right, I'm going to close that. And if we just come back, if you get this hand symbol, then that means you can just click directly on it and it should take you where you want to go. So those are two options for being able to open up the different links we have in the page. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go down. So here, after we get this first line and the Quizlet link, then we get Monday's homework, and then we get the link to submit Monday's homework. Again, if it's difficult for you to open with the hand, if it doesn't open automatically, you want to wait till you get that I symbol and then hold down the left side of the mouse, left click, and then highlight everything to the end. Hold down Control and hit C, and then you're going to come up here to the top, open up a new window, and then paste that in there. Control V will paste that in there, and then you hit Enter, and then it takes you to the homework submit page. Okay. But if you have that hand, then you should just be able to click on that and it should automatically take you there. Okay, just like that. Okay, so we have Monday's homework, and then you have Wednesday's homework and the link for Wednesday's homework, and then you have Friday's homework and the link for Friday's homework. All right, now for our 1A students, let's come to Wednesday's homework and look at this a little bit. Okay, so it says Wednesday, July 4th homework. Review vocabulary from the Medina book, chapter 1, at least one time, preferably using the Quizlet app. So to do that, you would go back to the top and click on that link that will take you to Quizlet and allow you to review the vocabulary. Then it says the following are the words in the fa'il form from Surah At-Tariq. You do not need to look up the words yourself and try to extract them from the surah. So initially your homework was to go through the surah and to try to find these. This time around you don't need to do that. I've already done the dirty work for you. So all you're going to need to do is just do the A, B, and C for this activity. So the first thing it says is, please do the following with these words. Write the three-letter root verb from which these words are above are derived. Now remember the fa'il form, we've added an alif after the first letter. And so tariq becomes taraqa, ta-ra-qaf. That's the origin. Thaqib becomes thaqaba, tha-qaf, ba, and so on. I'm not going to do the rest for you. You got to have some work to do. It says write the meaning of the three-letter root verb for each of the words above. All right. Now this is where we use the dictionary. Some of you were not able to get your hands on a physical copy, and so you have to use the Hans-Wehr dictionary. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do those first two together. We have tariq and we have thaqib. So we said taraqa and thaqaba. Now I've already opened up the dictionary. And the dictionary also has a search option. So if you were to come to the page for the first time, you click on the page and then you get this magnifying glass. Okay? So now we can enter text. Now this text that you enter can be either Arabic or English. Okay? It doesn't have to be Arabic as long as you know the equivalents for what you're looking for. So if we're looking for taraqa, then the ta is going to be represented by the letter T. The A is going, the fatha is going to be represented by A. The ra is going to be represented by R. The fatha is going to be represented by A. The qaf is going to be represented by Q, and the fatha is going to be represented by A. So now we're going to type in T-A-R-A-Q-A. Taraqa. Now right now it says we get no results, but we're going to hit enter, and then you got to kind of wait for the dictionary to do its thing. Okay, so when we clicked in the box again, it told us that there was one of three. So now we want to see where those three are. So here it took us to taraqa. There we go. So we got the verb there. So it says to knock, rap, bang, hammer, strike, forge, and so on. Come, reach, to come by night, to strike someone's ear, and so on. Okay? So that's the meaning of taraqa there. It would mean to knock, to rap, to bang, to hammer, to come by night, and so on. Okay? Any of those meanings that you put down would be fine. Okay? Then it says, based on the meaning of the verb, write the meaning of each word in the fa'il form. Now, as you know, the fa'il form is the doer. So, if taraqa means to knock, then a tariq would be a knocker. If taraqa means to hammer, then a tariq would be a hammer. If taraqa means to come, then a tariq would be someone who comes, and so on. If taraqa means to come by night, then tariq would be someone who comes at night, and so on. All right? So that's how you would do that. Let's try the second one. The second one we have is thaqib. Okay, so if we take off that alif there, then we're going to be left with thaqaba. So now we want to see if we can find that. So the th sound would be th, and then the fatha would be an a, and then the qaf would be a q, and then the fatha would be an a, and then the ba would be a b, and the fatha would be an a, thaqaba. So now we're going to hit enter. We'll come down here, and then we'll hit back up in that box. See if we got anything. We got absolutely positively nothing, no results. All right, so let's take off that H, see if we get something there. Still nothing. All right, now if that happens for you, okay, we did get something. Hey, look at there. So here we've learned something, that tha is not represented by th in the dictionary. It's represented by a ta, and it has a line under it. So the dictionary processes a bit slowly, and sometimes you just have to be patient with it. But now we've learned something important. Th does not mean is not the th sound. It's a T, and they've got an underline with it, okay? But it took us to thaqaba. So thaqaba means to bore or drill a hole, to pierce, to puncture, or perforate. So if thaqaba means to bore or drill a hole, then a thaqib would be a drill. If thaqaba means to pierce or puncture, then a thaqib would be something that pierces, or someone that pierces, or something that punctures, or someone that punctures, and so on. Okay? So we've done those first two. It is a bit time consuming, and you have to realize this dictionary is 941 pages. And so it is going to take time sometimes for it to process some of the things that you input. Just try to be patient with it and work with it as best you can. Once you finish the homework, and because it's going to be a little bit time consuming, that's all I really gave you. I didn't give you any hava and other sentences to translate. Then once you finish, you're going to come back to the page. You're going to click on that link, and then you're going to fill it out and say that you finished today's homework. I hope that was at least a little bit helpful in helping you to navigate the assignment and how to do it. If you have any questions or any other concerns, anything that you're struggling with, please don't hesitate to contact us at accessiblearabic@gmail.com. This is Imam Hanif, and I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you. All right, thank you.